of my face is red, with breasts, with a shoulder of a friend, with a corner of a desk, with communion, with a yes, and I tell you. Cool runnings.
John Candy.
Bunch of eggs.
You'll runner. Welcome back to Pretty Much Experts. I'm Robert John. I'm locked down Toronto, Canada.
Rolling.
That was Skyler with the Cool Runnings bong rip to get us going.
Hey Samsung, we got the bobsled team.
And we also got Mikey in fucking Vancouver, Canada.
Howdy.
You're in for a treat, listeners. We're back again with our third edition of Michael
just
Fagans.
Totally shut everything down, eh?
Yeah.
Can't pretend to be a cowboy on this fucking show.
Present.
Present. We're fucking doing another Fagans Den for the people
Michael Fagans.
Michael Fagans.
Thank you.
Michael Fagan, named after the brave soul that broke into Buckingham Palace and talked to the Queen and gave her some ideas about what to do.
Yeah.
Combined
Some
with
the
British
implement.
Yeah, I mean, he had some good ideas. And we're combining that theory with
they're
the
still
Dragons
on
Den
market
TV
today.
show. We're going to go around the horn, give each other fucking inventions. And we're going to either poke holes in them, see the faults, or we're going to endorse them and take these fucking babies to market.
Oh, we're taking them to the bank. Taking those
We've
piggies to
already,
market.
we've already a couple of
Couple are
products have already
been
gone to market.
greenlit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm seeing residuals like you wouldn't believe right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
You might even get a third van. That's the hot rumor on the street.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
not. Mike got a third van. I got one lined up, sucker. Did I send you the picture?
Yeah, it looks
yeah,
exactly
no,
like every other van you have.
I just didn't know if we were announcing it on the show yet.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I want to shout from the rooftop that I'm getting another van at any moment of the day, anywhere, any place. I am not ashamed. I'm gonna have a fucking. I'm gonna have a lot.
I just didn't
You
know.
know?
I didn't know what your stance was on bragging about all the money we get from this podcast.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fucking rich, dude. I'm cash rich from this bitch. Yeah, we only get 100 views, but each one of those views pays me $1,000.
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, well,
Let's start.
Yeah.
You're up first there, fucking John Candy.
All right.
Wait, are we just jumping right in?
Let's
How was
get
your
into
week,
it.
boys.
Yeah,
I
we
mean-
gotta jump in. We got inventions that
We
need
got
to fucking see the
inventions.
light
We got
of
to take
day.
to market.
Okay, you know,
Alright.
if you want to just fucking break the ice with it, then let's do it.
Take
All right,
these
here we
plums to market.
This is my pitch. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah. Address the the Fagans with
Fagans.
authority, please.
Yeah, if you
First
don't,
of
I'm
all-
already out.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm already out. I'm out.
That's how I
course.
feel. I'm out.
Fagans.
I'm out. Currently out.
Thank you,
Currently
thank you
out.
for having me. Thank you for having me here in the den today to hear out my idea. I just have one quick question for you. Are you a
Shoot.
homosexual?
Well,
Do you have bad knees? Do you enjoy cartwheels?
ooh.
Well, then, if you've said yes to any of these or none of them, this product is definitely for you. Or not.
Great. Okay, good.
Great pitch. Great
Basically-
pitch.
Question.
What? Okay, yeah. Haven't
Are
really
you
told anything
required
yet.
to be a homosexual?
Yeah, like,
Have
why
bad
is it
knees,
only for
or-
men?
What was the other thing? What was the other thing?
Bad knees.
Knees.
Yeah. I don't remember what the third one
Are you speaking
Yeah.
from, experience as someone that does not bend over to do anything? That is...
I just got
Yeah,
bad knees.
reverse
I got bad
midget
knees.
syndrome?
Yeah. So I don't want to get down on my knees to give oral sex anymore. Man or
Oh.
woman. But I just feel like this is more of a man
Ooh.
product.
Okay.
But either way,
Like men, like it's geared towards fellow men.
fellow
men and
men,
men?
yeah.
Okay.
Fellow men, yeah. So basically, it's a harness. Basically, it's like a child harness that you have where you can put the baby in the back, like the front-facing backpack that you can
Bjorn.
Yeah, you can carry your child in. I think Baby Yoda was in one for a bit. It's that, but it's a harness that you have to cartwheel into, and you lock in so you can both just give and receive oral pleasure, but also be hands-free and not have to get on your knees.
I feel like this is awful similar to a product that Fart Stack Industries has already been developing. But I'll let you carry on. Here.
Several questions off the top.
This is awful familiar, bud.
Yeah.
Number one, your knees are so bad that you cannot get down on them to give another man oral pleasure.
Correct.
But apparently your legs are strong enough to support the man fully while strapped to your torso.
Well, yes,
You can stand and deliver, but you couldn't kneel and
Knees
deliver.
locked.
It's actually a known thing if you weren't such an idiot. If you knew, if you knew a thing that was
I'm back in.
You would know that when you get erect, your body sends out endorphins where you don't feel pain or nothing.
No,
So-
you get erect, you can lift a car off a baby or whatever.
But you still don't have the ability to just bend over a little bit.
No, but it's the after.
No, you
like
go
after
rigid.
if you're giving the blowjob, you're clearly not erect. You're not getting the endorphins.
Oh, I'm indifferent to that. I feel like I'm harder. Well, giving.
Well, giving.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Isn't this a reciprocate, like a standing 69 situation that we're
It
having
is,
on?
clearly.
Going on here?
harnessed together. That's correct.
So everyone's sucking and fucking and blowing all at once, right? Like,
yeah, it's like a snake eating itself or sticking its head in its own ass. Yes.
could be a yin and a
Okay.
yang, but who
Could be a
knows?
yin and okay. So my other question: you have to cartwheel into the apparatus.
You have to. It sounds like you have to.
You absolutely
Yeah.
have to.
Like you couldn't just
Sounds
meet like mouth to mouth, kiss to kiss, lock, and then one person
Well, let me tell you something.
under
RJ.
spirals.
With the
Yeah.
fart stack technology
Okay,
that I'm
yeah.
bringing to the table. Again,
Sure.
we're in development already. This
I've
fucking
heard, yeah,
this
yeah.
guy comes in here thinking like he's got a fucking idea that's unique or something, right? You don't have to cartwheel into the fart stack one. You don't have to. It's not a
bit of a
requirement.
hinge
We've
or something?
already, yeah,
That's
we've
half the
already
fun.
gone down that road. We know people have bad knees. We know they're homosexuals. Okay? And we are working with them to develop a fucking safer technology to get your standing 69 oral pleasures out of the way.
Okay.
You know.
Let's hear it, tough guy.
It's called... No, I'm not going to blow up your spot.
Yeah,
Not
see,
fully.
No, ours, we have to cartwheel in. It's how the locking mechanism works. It's like a
So-
shopping cart.
It's
Is-
proprietary.
Yeah.
Does this situation it's very specific is what I'm getting at. This is my problem with entering the market, as they say.
This is your problem with
So
all
your
that.
product is for two homosexual males where one is so debilitated that they cannot bend to their knees and the other one is fully capable of just cartwheeling into blowjobs.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very it's a
Niche.
small
Niche.
place. It's a small. It's niche. It's niche.
But it's there.
It's niche.
Oh, man.
The market's there, I promise.
What kind of price tag are we looking at? We're gonna be pretty hefty price tag, I'd imagine.
$400.
Not bad. Not bad. I was
Are we looking at
expecting more.
Kevlar? What kind of material? Velcro?
Oh, it's gonna have to be.
It's a lot of wool. This is-
Wool.
Wool.
The scratchiest material. known.
Scratches.
but it's also the toughest known to man. I don't know if you know this.
You're gonna
What
have to
about
get some
cleanup?
alpaca
What about cleanup? Can I
merino
just
or
put this in
something.
the washing machine after?
No, if it's
Clean
wool,
it.
you can't.
You
No.
can wash it. Wash it like you wash a car, I guess. I don't know.
If you can't, if it's wool, you're not washing it like you can
No,
wash a
it'll-
car or any of your other clothes.
It'll shrink. You don't want that.
Shrink it.
It's,
I
there's a
think
lot-
you want something like Kevlar would be good because the fucking the coom is just gonna beam right off of it.
A little bit of like
No, the
a
coom goes in
platinum
down
or
your
like
throat.
a latex of.
Yeah, that's not. I don't hate the latex. You got a little sponge to it, just a super.
I mean, I want
latex.
the coom to like splash.
It's not
And
about
wipe.
comfort.
Yeah,
Okay?
listen. This guy's like, oh, you just put it in your mouth. We've all been there. It doesn't always go in the mouth fully, okay? So, like, there's gonna be coom.
Okay, all right. You know what? You're right. There will be coom.
We can't have a wool fucking harness. Scratchy wool absorbent harness.
Wool.
You know, like... wool. Fucking make it out of steel if you gotta. Come on.
Well, there's definitely some steel. That's what the apparatus. Like it's a two in. You know, there's multiple elements. There's some wool,
Like,
steel.
If I'm gonna buy into your product, I want it made of steel, and I want the product to be called the Tin Men. And it's two barrels.
Tin Men? The
Two
Tin Men?
The
No.
Tin Men, and
No,
it's
it's
two
actually
barrels
called-
that you get into
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
No.
it.
with
No,
armholes.
Suck me off,
Like it.
bagosh. That's what I'm calling it. Suck me off, bagosh.
Suck me off.
So
because-
it's denim now.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
gotta be
overalls?
denim. I
Is
think
it
it's gonna have
overalls?
to be denim.
We can make it out of denim. You know what? I'm willing to
Yeah.
compromise on what we'll make it out of, but the premise is the same. You have to cartwheel into the apparatus, and the velocity of your cartwheel is what actually locks you in. The kinetic
Oh,
energy.
yeah.
energy.
Directly related.
I mean,
Right.
okay, so like with every invention, it begins with the inventor, where I believe that would be you, who we've established is
yeah.
unable to
Yeah.
bend over.
That's right. It is totally
Obviously,
my idea.
Kevin.
So
100% my idea.
it's not far stacked. They might be co-opting it, but you're basically saying
Oh, Fart Stack
You're-
has its own technology, proprietary, all that.
I want a peek behind the curtain, as they would say. You're unable to bend down and do a simple task.
Oh yeah, let's
Yes,
come back
we've
to
gone
But-
over this, yes.
Basically, you're unable to bend onto your knees, but you do feel
His
confident
boots are
enough that
permanently
someone, yeah, they're permanently straightened legs.
Permanent, yes.
You just feel like maybe you just get your like feet at a hip's width apart. That someone would be able to cartwheel into you with momentum, and you wouldn't just continue
You're
to
gonna
topple
break your
over.
jaw.
Like you would just
You
hold
gotta
them in place.
Face first.
Well, you gotta obviously help. You gotta like put your arm. You're gonna put your arm out just as like
Okay.
a, you know,
Courtesy.
This is your lover we're talking about. You don't want
Sure.
to hurt them. So
Yeah.
they're gonna cartwheel in. When they hit the far side, it's gonna snap shut around them.
Oh, there's a clasp.
And there's a clasp. Yeah, there'll
Oh,
be a
okay,
noise. There's
okay.
actually a very like loud.
Like a gate?
distinct-
Is it kind of like a way a gate latches?
It's exactly like a rusty gate. Yes.
Okay.
will
So we
rust.
got steel, we got gate hardware, very affordable.
Gate
Yeah,
technology.
You
Gate
can buy-
technology.
Gate technology, denim,
been around.
and steel. Yeah.
Gate technology has been around since the dawn of time. Like,
Yeah.
it's trusted, tried and true. It's like a Ford truck.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the
It'd be
gate
cheap
that
to
just
produce.
like it pushes shut and locks, and you have to like dingle it open to get back open.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
standard-
basic, yeah.
There's
Yard
a little
gate,
rope
okay.
that you got to pull from the other side. You know,
There's a little rope. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how you get in and out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I don't
and then
hate
they're
it.
just gonna be mounted to you. Their junk will be right in your mouth,
Hmm.
and like
Yeah.
you can wear it so it's like resistant to COVID. You don't have to worry about
Sure.
that.
Yeah, your mouths are far
Can't get
apart.
COVID from a penis.
Yeah, you can't get COVID. No, you can't breathe in COVID when you got a dick down your throat. Is what
No.
I'm saying.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's proven technology.
Proven.
That's
Proven.
it.
So
Wow.
Now, like,
I mean, I'm.
why? What would stop someone from just laying down and doing this
good
without
luck
the
getting up.
contraption?
It- like again, you got bad knees. Bad knees. How
I
do you
mean-
get up from that.
I'm a,
Lay
I
outside,
understand.
dude, that's
You know
the
what?
move.
I think I'm in. Just because, like, I understand. Yes, you could clearly just do a lay down 69. That's
Yeah.
a very that's a grade school maneuver. But if you really want to
for sure.
impress someone, you want a standing 69 them. Like that's
Yeah,
know,
that's it.
that's something you do that they're like, wow, this person's very special. And you know,
it's Christmas Eve. The kids
Christmas
are in bed
Eve.
early.
Yeah, my
You
God.
want to celebrate
Right,
with your husband. You know,
it's Father's Day.
It's Father's Day, and you got 2 fathers in the house. What best way to celebrate? You know,
He's standing 69.
standing
And,
69.
Kids in the home.
Yeah.
and
I'm
there's
in.
nothing
I'm
more
in,
romantic
you
than
know?
being strapped to each other.
I like the price point. I like that all the materials can be sourced locally. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we can get
Only
wool if
local.
we need to. I mean, I'm still not convinced that we should have any wool, but if we need it, you know, like,
Yeah. All right.
I'm in. I'll take, you know,
Yeah.
fucking
I'll
percent
buy in.
for
I'm
whatever.
buying in. Yeah, I don't know how you didn't like.
I'll
we
take
didn't give us any.
100% of your
I'll take
stupid
100%.
fucking
Yeah.
idea and call it part stack, motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do. I told you this last week, and you still show up here with this shit. You know,
All right. Well,
little peek behind the curtain for our 4 listeners. We talked about this, about doing another Fagans and this fucking stupid idea. And I'm like, oh, I like it. Let's workshop it. And you're like, you're going to steal my idea? And I was like, no. And you're like, you're stealing it. And I was like, you know what? I have stolen it. It's mine now.
It's mine.
Pretty sure we're gonna hear the same idea. When it's your turn to.
No, I didn't have one till this morning. And like, just get ready. RJ, you go next. But just get ready.
I got
Prepare
it.
yourself.
I got it. I'm
know?
just gonna like do a quick Google right quick about what this product is called that I'm gonna improve on. Okay, yeah. So here we are. As you guys know, I sell the odd poster from time to time at the pop-up market. And there's a little invention that you plug into your phone called a square terminal. You guys familiar with this thing?
Yeah. For paying, yeah.
For payment, exactly. So this is basically a loony-sized square, maybe Triscuit. We'll call it a Triscuit-sized little piece of plastic. Plugs into your phone.
I mean,
And-
I'm pretty partial to vegetable thins if you can fucking
Yeah,
get shit like that going on. you
not
know?
by the shape of your fucking body. I don't think that's true.
Dude, I love vegetable thins. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, a box at a time. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Coming
the
from
square
Potato Fat over
reader
here.
is a way that I would say, like, okay, here's a poster I have for sale. It costs $35. I punch in $35, accept transaction. They tap their
Okay.
card on my little square. Payment to my bank account. Easy as it gets. Okay,
Sure.
beautiful product. When someone is, how you say, what's that thing in sex that you're supposed to like ask for up front?
Consenting.
Consent. That's the word I was thinking of.
Yeah.
When someone's consenting, it's a beautiful process.
Wow.
So
Why is that so far out of your fucking...
I haven't used that word in a while.
I haven't needed to. Come by my sex honestly.
yeah. I come by it authentically. There's no words.
Yeah.
So my invention is to take the square reader, increase its range. So right now you have to tap your card on it, which is like it limits the interactions because someone has to
I
consent
see where you're going with this.
to buying.
China's already doing it. China's already doing it.
I'm gonna reach out to China then. I'm gonna use your Fagans funds to reach out to China.
Yeah.
I want a square reader that has a 3-foot range, and I'm gonna set it to the name of my new company is just Coffee Roast Local. Something very vague.
Totally. Generic.
Yeah.
Yep.
$3.50 purchase, and just walk up and down the street, taking $3.50 off everybody that I walk by.
The fact that you think that you thought of this idea is mind-blowing. The fact that you think that this is your genius idea is fucking mind-blowing. And I commend you for it. This is why we're friends. We will get rich one day together because we will do some shady crimes. This has been happening for 25 years. It's the reason we got chips in our card. It's the reason we got all those fucking securities on our card. It's because Chinese people are doing it, or whoever. Sorry, not to throw anyone under the bus. People with Asian persuasions and like technology greater than mine are doing this already. RJ, you cuck.
But here's what they do wrong. They take too much money, and you notice, and then you report the crime. If I'm just
You're
taking
saying 40 cents
$3.50
at a
off
time.
of everybody,
Yeah.
they will never notice.
Or no, you know what you do?
I walk around all day and make $1,000.
There's too much security.
If I could tweak it, I would say you got to get them to bill it as like interest fee. That's the name of your like.
Ooh.
That's the name of your company.
Yeah, maintenance charge.
Right, like. Yeah. So then you see it, and you're just like, oh, it's interest, and it's like $3. You wouldn't think.
That's a good.
I honestly am fucking shocked that you think that you made this idea.
I'm pretty sure it's a Bourne movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like every heist movie in the last 20 years.
So you're just gonna steal money from people's credit cards when
I love it. I fucking love it. I'm 1000% in. Just because I would want to do this in real life.
I just want to walk around all day making money all day.
And all the money goes to a shell corporation in the Bahamas.
Shell corporation, yeah. And they look at their statement at the end of the month, and they're like, "Oh, I spent like $8 in fucking interest payments. No fucking flags are raised." All you gotta do is
go to the Bahamas one time a year, collect $48 million, and fucking train it back. Get on the train from the Bahamas and just right back. You
can fucking totally
hobo style
pay for your flight by like walking into the airport.
Oh my god!
Like,
every bus I've been on,
just fucking cheese or what are they called? Fucking vegetable thinning everybody as you walk.
Oh my god!
Like, you and your spouse wearing a suck me off bagage.
Oh, you're combining our ideas.
You're expecting to walk? You're gonna have someone in this harness. You're gonna be walking. Your knees, dude. Your knees.
Yeah, but you both got this RJ's like thing on. You're just fucking collecting.
But here's the problem with that. Everyone will be avoiding this couple cartwheeling down the terminal with dicks in each other's mouths.
Yeah. You want to get within 3 feet.
You want to get close. You want to like butt up against people and make sure you got a good
You only actually probably need 6 inches because you can get right up to a guy's ass with like that thing and not touch it, but get right up to it and it'll through the wallet.
Yeah, I want to hit the ass. I want to hit chicks on the purse. I want $3 from everybody. $3.50.
Have you ever heard of RFID protection, though? Like, that is a thing.
There's a handful of people that have that. They have a Ridge wallet or some shit. Everyone else is fair game.
No, it's built into the card now.
Not anymore. That's what I need, your investment.
Not the way
We're going to override.
We got to figure that part out. Okay.
We got to override it. If someone can tap their card on something and it just immediately goes through, there has to be the technology that, like, within... Like you said, 12-inch radius, that counts as a tap now. We made it stronger. It's 5G genius. Maybe.
When people would show up at the gas station and put the little clippy thing on the scanning pump, right? And it would scan and it would just take their money repeatedly. Every time they put it in, it would just go until it didn't. But it's like that only lasts that one purchase because people are going to get took, then they're going to go in, maybe they pay for it inside and come out, but at some point the guy from inside's going to, or whoever is going to come in or come out and see that there's a thing clipped on the terminal, right? That's why they got the stickers on there now to say this is untampered with. Like, people have been doing this shit, man. People have been making them money.
Hey, I'm not hating on those people.
You're just saying let's get in on it. I mean,
let's get in on it. I mean, I'm not claiming to be a pilgrim. I'm not first,
no, you are definitely,
but I won't be last.
You are walking down a beaten path, buddy, but I'm in. I'm in.
I'm not saying I'm first. I'm saying what are we waiting for?
Yeah, I just don't want to be last. I don't want to be last.
No. It's just a matter of time if we actually want to get rich doing something. You just got to figure out what that thing is. Yeah, okay, like this whole don't sell out, like if you're going to have to. If you want to fucking get rich, you have to sell your soul in some way or another, We're all doing it for free now anyways, so it's like you might as well make some money.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
But I mean, I feel like the reason to make money is so that you don't have to ever be greedy. Like, that is, in my mind, it's like, there's no need to be greedy and, like, malicious about, like, maintaining wealth and establishing wealth and like being cutthroat about it if you're wealthy, it's like how many years are you going to live? 50 more years of your life? How much money do you responsibly need for 50 more years of your life, right? It's like that's as much money as you need always. So it's like, let's calm down on this.
You know what?
Like,
I'm going to upgrade my my pitch right now. I just had an epiphany. when you get to the point of how much does my like square taker, it's not a square reader, it's a square taker. How much does it cost? It's free. 1% of every transaction funnels up to me. So I don't even have to bother going outside. You can take my square taker. You'll take $3.50 off of everybody. 1% of yours steal.
Is
Off
that
to
their
me.
business model? Though?
That's my
pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. Maybe my square reader is
but
actually a
that's the
triangle.
world. The world
it's
is
a
a
triangle
pyramid
reader.
Dude, there's people sitting in their basement right now getting rich, buying fucking shit from China's distributors, manufacturers, shipping it to Amazon warehouses where it's stored, and then people are buying it on Amazon from any amount of sellers. Amazon distributes it, they take their cut. That's how it's working. So China's making the manufacturers are making money. The guy sitting in his basement's making money. Amazon's making money off all of them, and you are the consumer. It's like, dude, that's the world as a giant pyramid scheme. Like, you got to find where you fit in, you know? Like, I mean, I'm just as quick to start like just cracking people in the head and taking their purse, you know? Like, I'm teetering the line here, you know? I'm either going to get rich by doing some shady shit with RJ, or I'm going to start cracking skulls. Like, it's one way or the other. I just need enough money to have my van farm and never have to talk to anyone ever again, you know?
You gotta have goals.
That's it. Just a matter of time, you know? If you just gotta find that one thing and just fucking go for it, you know?
Well, with that said, what's your idea?
Well,
yeah, I mean,
with that
we're
said,
2 for 2 on great ideas.
Of all the ideas we've heard today, this actually is some cucky hipster shit that might actually take off here. I call it Pray the Gay Away. Okay? And it's a product made for tough guys and tough gals, right? Like real macho folks that don't always insist on acting out. Don't always insist on flexing their macho, you know? And you find yourself at the bar or at a party or just at a coffee shop. And there's that loud mouth, and you know you could snap his fucking neck like a twig, you know? But if you do, then you got to go to jail. You'll never get rich, right? So introduce Pray the Gay Away.
Or die trying.
Die trying.
So introduce Pray the Gay Away. Your neat little pocket size, maybe the size of like a banaka. Let's just say we bought banaka, okay? We bought banaka. We bought the company because they're not a thing anymore. You got a little banaka. It's got a little crucifix for the top, you know. It's all fucking fancy. It looks like holy water maybe. But it's got a nice threaded cap, really sturdy. But inside this is lethal fucking fart bomb spray, right? So this guy, this woman, whoever it is, just loudmouth, annoying person, pissing off people at the bar. You don't want to fight them, you can't fight them, whatever it is. Just spray them. Spray them with this fart spray. Douse them. Douse their clothing. Get them all as much as you can. And then just blend into the crowd. Walk away. They're going to be carrying that scent on them with our patented fucking Pray the Gay Away fucking, you know, proprietary scent. They're going to be carrying that scent on them. They're not going to stay in that environment. They will be leaving. If you're at a party, that person will be gone. If you're at the bar, they will go home. Because they're going to stink. And you will have prayed the gay away.
Now, is I don't get the, like, why does it have to be called Pray the Gay Away?
But because also, it's just, you know, catchy.
Is it like a fragrance? Like,
it's a fart. You know those fart bomb fragrances in like a spray thing.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, when like you have those like perfume fragrances that
That's
are
it.
just like,
yep, those little tiny ones.
Yeah, like Wet Wind Over the Fence is like what the name of the fragrance is. Like
this one's gonna be called Pray the Gay Away.
Okay.
Because I'm taking the word back. Like, gay means something else to me, okay? Everyone can fucking choose what religion they are, what nationality they are, what gender they are. They can choose all this shit. Well, I'm choosing to identify as gay now so I can use this fucking word however I want, okay? It's called Pray the Gay Away. I'm gay. The product's gay. We're all fucking gay. Who cares? Okay?
Okay.
It's just a word, motherfuckers. So, but basically, it's just the idea is that when there's someone at a party that you don't like and you want them to leave, you just spray them with a bunch of nasty shit till they have to leave because they stink. And it was just, I woke up this morning and it was like the first thing I thought of when I sat down. I need a Fagans Den idea. Michael Fagans Den is tonight. I got to figure this out. And that was the first thing I thought about. And it is my best idea to date of all the ideas in my entire life.
See, I want to take your idea. I want to workshop it with you right now.
Let's workshop it. Let's do it.
Okay, so one of my favorite times while being, dating and young is when we went to Catholic school and the girls had...
Wait, were we dating at some point?
No, I just mean in Gen.
Oh, okay.
And there was this unwritten
I was like, maybe
code.
we did date. I mean, I seen you every day for a summer,
There was this code with the girls and the bobby pins on their skirts.
Oh, yeah. Up,
pointed
down,
up,
sideways, yep.
Up, down,
Yep.
sideways. Pointed up.
If she didn't have one, she was pregnant or like a whore or something.
So there was 4 versions. Okay, so the school we went to, the girls wore little Catholic schoolgirl outfits and they had a little fucking cute little bobby pin on them.
It was odd as fuck.
The pin pointed up, that meant they had a boyfriend. Pointed down, they were single.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit crooked, they were gay. And if they had none whatsoever, it was they were pregnant and off limits.
They were whore. They were pregnant and a whore.
It was a beautiful identification system.
Beautiful system.
That everybody understood from day one.
Pregnant and a whore. You forget it one day. You forget it one day your whole high school career, and you're a pregnant whore for 4 years.
But it was
That's
beautiful.
hilarious.
I've never enjoyed, dating so much where it's like, oh, that person's taken, that person, like the pin went down, they're open, like whatever situation.
You know what's funny? All the girls I dated in high school never had the bobby pin. As
Okay,
far as I remember.
They're like always
from day
pregnant.
one to day zero. Yeah, always pregnant.
I loved, I loved the system. It was great. I love the drama of like, we'll call her whatever, Lisa, we call her like whatever. The pin flipped and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, she's gay.
She's
a gay whore.
She's pregnant. She forgot it.
Yeah, she forgot it exactly. Yeah. Or like when that girl she always wore a kilt and she'd show up in pants one day. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
She's on her period. That was the other one. Yeah,
I don't care what they do, but
that's period. That's period day.
It was always just, but it was always just like you always wore a kilt because I've been noticing you, girl, and now you show up in these fucking pants, and it's like something's up,
Yep.
Yo, pussy.
Something's up with your pussy. It's gotta be. It's gotta be, right? It's not a coincidence. It's not laundry day.
There's no coincidence in life.
Something's up with your pussy.
Okay.
It's midweek. Can't be laundry day.
It can't be laundry day. But it was laundry day's fucking Sunday, bitch. Something's up with your pussy.
Okay, so
it's
anyway,
so hard to be a woman.
It's
hard to be a woman in this world. We just get to walk around judging everything, right?
I loved that world. It was the best world. It was on the woman to like establish what her availability was, and the men followed suit. Beautiful system.
Yep.
I want to co-opt your use of fragrance into this.
Let's call it by its name, RJ. Let's call it by its name, please.
Pray the gay away?
Yeah.
See, I don't want to pray the gay away. I want people that are gay to identify themselves with smell, so I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Pray gay away doesn't want you.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You want them to smell like shit at all times.
It could be a fruity smell. I don't care. But it is a thing about they can identify each other. They can identify each other at parties. They can invite me.
Listen, that's on them. I'm not backing this. I'm not backing
okay,
this.
I'm out.
You're out. Okay. I'm out. Well, I'm not backing a fucking pleasant smelling anything, okay? That's what I'm saying. Let them figure that shit out for themselves. I'm like talking bile, dude. This is the nastiest smelling shit you ever smelled.
He doesn't want to give someone confidence so they stick around the party. He wants them to leave.
No, that's it. I want them to fucking leave because the person they're talking to is like, this guy stinks, man.
And I don't even want to I don't even want to limit my market so much to gay men. I want this to be like the new bobby pin facing down. I feel like when you're single, you got to give yourself a shot
You
of
gotta
this.
smell.
You got to
Yeah.
get this
You
smell
smell
on you, so you walk into a party and everyone knows that person's single and they're ready.
Once we make our first billion off the Pray the Gay Away, formula, I think this is the next obvious step.
Yeah.
Our second tier of this company would be to branch out and just go straight, embrace homosexuality. Everyone just starts sucking each other's dicks in the company. Like, you have to suck dick or you're not
Cartwheel
invited.
into it.
And then we
Yeah.
make... And like that'll kind of tap us into the vein of homosexuality briefly, and then we can figure out what those scents are. Is it like a little more rustic, like it smells a little like a bit like an asshole? Is it a little more lesbian, smells a bit like a tuna can? You know what I mean? Like we want to figure out what
Softball.
these scents are. Like really come up with signature. Signature scents. But like, if it's gonna smell good, I'm out. I'm not spraying anything good on anybody.
No lavender. No lavender is what you're saying.
No fucking
No
lavender.
lavender.
No. But okay,
But if someone walked into
away
your
from Michael
apartment and they
Fagans,
smelled like
sidebar.
lavender, yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. I was just going to say, if someone walked into your apartment and smelled like lavender, wouldn't it be nice to know that, like, I know what that means?
They're a whore. They're pregnant.
They're a whore.
Yeah.
They're single and they're a whore. Good to know.
They're pregnant.
They're pregnant and they're a whore.
Is there pregnant whore in my living room?
Oh man, my stomach. Oh my god. But sidebar on this.
Oh my god, you smell that?
You smell like a whore in here? A pregnant whore just
Like,
walked in?
This is like the thing that we would have dreamed of at 18 years old going to a party. And someone
Right.
had this little tiny crucifix in their pocket. And they know if they take the cap off this crucifix, it's going to unleash some fucking demons, dude. And how fucking great would that have been to just douse that guy at the party that was being a fucking loser and have him leave at 9:30 so we can all fucking enjoy our night. Or like fucking that chick, that blonde chick that used to always party at your house I never liked. I'm not going to say her name because I know her name and you
We
all
know
her
who you
name.
mean. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. And it was like, if I could have just sprayed her in the fucking pot with that when she wasn't looking, she would have left. She would have been embarrassed and left and had no idea why she smelled like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would have saved both of us some embarrassment,
I mean, mostly you.
No, do you think I was embarrassed about anything I did in those days?
I remember this conversation clear as a bell. She sat down with you at the kitchen table one night and started asking you a whole bunch of questions.
That's the first interaction we've ever had.
And you looked up at her and literally said, if you're looking for intelligent conversation, go somewhere else. And the room just burst out laughing.
I tried to talk with her multiple times, and she was just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Every time she ever came and partied, she was just like loud, kind of like seeking attention kind of person. And anytime you ever try to talk with her, not just me, like just in general, people try and talk with her. There was actually one guy. One guy, he had, most of two hands, you know what I'm saying? And like
Jesus.
they got along really well for whatever reason, right? When she interacted with anyone else at the house, literally RJ, Rue, anybody, she was just like this dumb person, and it was like I'm over it. I was just at that point I was just fucking over it. It'd been all summer or whatever. Even if it was 2 times before that, it was like I'm just fucking over this chick,
Yeah.
Yeah, you might remember that as something, me being a dick. And I was.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, I was definitely a dick. But I remember it as being like I'm just going to put my foot down on this right away here, okay? I'm just going to nip it in the bud right away.
Squash this right away, yeah.
You're hot, and there's no chance you'll be naked in my bedroom, but I would love to have sex with you. Never going to happen. Not the reason I'm doing this, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I just don't want to interact with you at all. Yeah, you're fucking hot, but I don't want to interact with you at all.
Fair.
There's not enough tits in the world.
If only she had the fragrance sprayed on her without her consent,
Oh,
so everyone else knew the way you felt about her.
Listen, I'm taking that word back too. I'm taking that word back too. I'm taking consent back. You don't need consent for everything, okay? You just don't. I fucking dig holes in the city's property. I cut down their trees. I paint their lights. I'm not getting consent for any of this shit. Okay? If you're not hurting nobody, if it's harmless, like, again, I wouldn't ever do this to a woman. I mean, I'd pray the gay away on a woman at any time. But, like, there's guys at the bar, and it's like, if I stay here long enough and they stay here long enough, this is going to become a bigger problem. Like, I just know walking in. I don't say it out loud. I don't fucking nod at anybody. I'm not winking and making signs at my friends, but I see it when I walk in the bar, right? Like, this might be a problem if we're both stay here long enough. If I could just spray that guy, in his eyes with this shit or whatever, quick, go to the men's room and we're both pissing, walk up and just, he's going to think I farted at the urinal, and he's going to pull that shit right back out in the bar. Now, that's with him forever. He's going to think I did it while we're in the bathroom, but he's walking around with it now forever. He's going, fuck, I can't get that smell out of my nose. What the fuck? What's going on? And I just doused him, and now he's gone. And the night can carry on.
Yeah.
If anything, this is like, I would say this, like,
lives that night
save some lives.
Maybe that guy fucking drinks too much, drives home, and killed an entire family.
I mean, yeah, there could be other reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. It's like a scarlet letter of a party. Just like, okay.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
Okay, let's move on.
I mean, this is a marketable idea.
That's a
I honestly think this is a real
problem.
life Instagram marketable idea. Like, this
I think
is
it's a problematic
$1
idea. I'm not investing. I'm out.
Dude, I don't need you. That's how confident I am.
I mean, I get it. You would just spray me as we go into a party. Yes.
I think,
dude, I'm gonna do that now every time I see you, because you're out,
publicly
motherfucker.
right now,
You're not with us. You're against us.
Publicly right now, my answer is I'm out. But Mike, I will talk to you after the show.
Okay, perfect.
Off the record,
I honestly
we have
think
some
it's
business
a
to do.
genius
Yes.
There could be a silent investor kind of thing here.
Yeah.
But I got an idea. Let's get back on track.
Yeah, it's back to you.
That's all I got. So don't come back to me for nothing.
I mean, I have another idea that's also like as good, if not better, than the other one. But okay.
All right. Well, so me and RJ, I think we got time for.
We got time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're only halfway.
This one's a little bit more wholesome, and this is pointed at the whole family.
How the hell can you come back from this?
This is okay. Right. This is a little not wholesome, but it is. It is and it isn't. Either way, we're all dealing with this pandemic, and
sure.
The other night, me and my loved one were playing a board game. And I realized just how, like, this is what the world needs right now.
How lame your life is, yeah.
Yeah, it's more board games. So, and
the world needs that, eh?
The world needs it.
Yeah.
And so,
you know what else they need? Another season of 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Never stop. But so I thought I would make a nice board game and present it to you guys, but also pay homage to back to the 80s.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Is it directed at homosexuals?
They can play it.
People with bad knees. People with 1.5 thumbs. Who's it directed at?
This is directed at the whole family.
What's your target market?
The whole
target
family.
Market here.
Ages
whole family,
4 to 99.
You can have as many thumbs, as good as knees, and be any persuasion you want. Okay.
But it's paying homage to some old fucking 80s like board games, but basically it's called Mall Phone.
That's absolutely a thing.
No way. Mall Phone, no way.
That's a game. That's a board game.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. I've looked it up. It's an original thought. It's an original board game. It's a combination of 2 other board games, but it's
fucking Mall Phone is definitely a fucking game.
No way. You're thinking Dream Phone or fucking Mall Madness.
Okay, sorry.
Wow. The boy's done his homework.
Okay, you've done your market research. I'm in.
Yeah.
Mall Phone.
Wow. That was a test.
That was a test.
You passed.
Thank you.
You passed.
Thank you.
What did you say? Mall Madness and Market Phone? What the fuck did you say?
Dream Phone and Market. Dream Phone and Mall Madness.
Dude, I've never heard of these bullshit byway fucking board games. Okay? These second-rate byway board games.
Well, you're about to hear about this new one called Mall Phone. And basically, it's just about you and your friends are at the mall, and it's kind of like got a trouble atmosphere where you gotta like pop the bubble in the middle of the board, and you have to get out of the mall by collecting
Yeah.
enough coins to call on the mall phone to get out,
Mall
right?
phone.
But
Who do you call?
You get to leave the game because nobody wants to be at
That's
the
it.
mall. But
That's
if
it.
you pass the
Ooh.
mall phone and
Yeah.
you don't have enough money, you have to
Yeah.
take the phone call that comes mysteriously over the mall phone, and it's usually just some fucked up shit like heavy breathing or like
Someone jerking off. Yeah.
yeah, so like fucking Louis C.K. on
Someone
the
using
other
their
end.
fucking Oshkosh suck me off. Yeah.
Or it'll be like, you got to go behind the fucking dumpster and do drugs, like roll a 1 or a 6 to get out.
I
of
don't
the
hate it.
scenario.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I've done some pretty fucking cool shit behind that Burger King dumpster, dude. Okay?
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Or like you might get that phone call of just like, oh, you got to go to the cafeteria and clean up the mess you made, like.
Dude,
The
I
dumps
just
in the closet.
sidebar. I think
Yeah.
some of the reason I like Burger King so much is because of all the fun shit that happened beside it and behind it. Honestly. I mean, I ate there every weekend. We're going to the movies, right? Like,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not so
kinda
much
just-
Burger King, it's the building itself, the infrastructure.
my
that you're
parents
paying.
never once in my life ever took me to Burger King. I found that shit on my own. We were always a McDonald's family, you know?
Yeah. It
But
was
anyway,
always
yeah.
like it was always dependent on the movie theater. Yeah, our family
Yeah,
never
movie
went
theater.
there. But I do remember in
First time
like
I ever touched a fucking pussy was behind Burger King. You know what I mean? Like, it's
I mean,
real.
I've
I've
a
been
very
drugged behind Burger King.
similar story, but like way more like I guess like not disgusting. I remember going on
Finger banging in 7th grade and smoking weed is not disgusting, okay?
Well, I mean, it's not in the dumpster behind Burger King.
Yeah, well, it should have been, RJ, is what I'm saying.
I was gonna say I remember being in like grade 6 and going to see Titanic on a date with a girl, and her brother worked at Burger King, and then after the date we went up to Burger King and had all the tenders we could eat.
Nice.
Yeah, like
Did he
I mean that's a
did he bounce
cute
you?
way
Did he bounce
to.
you out of there?
No, he was a really nice guy.
Nice.
He was very happy. You know, he might have been like 5 or 6 years older. I mean, when you think of it, it's like he was like 15 working at Burger King.
Yeah.
And his like fucking 11-year-old sister's on a date, and he just like supplied us with tenders. It was very wholesome. That's what I mean. Like I have the
wholesome,
same fondness for the King, but it isn't
Yeah.
fucking fingering someone in the dumpster behind Burger King.
Listen, that was one time.
I
There's
had the
also this girl.
connection. I had
There's
the
also this
connection.
girl named Angela who had like the biggest tits in the world. Like we were like grade 8 and just massive tits, like unbelievable. We're grade 8, like it made no sense. She had grown woman tits, and she like let me play with them behind Burger King. Like I'm never not gonna remember Burger King. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so many fond memories.
Wow.
And just fingered her on the
I mean,
fucking wall.
can we get back to the like pitch at hand? So you're basically
Yeah,
sorry,
you
that
want
was
to do a
sidebar.
board
It's a
game
sidebar.
where
It's a fucking
someone is like
sidebar.
stalking the. I really don't understand what the board game is.
So
Just as a
basically,
creepy
It
voice.
sounds like it's the 90s, and there's someone trying to take you back to your parents' house while you're at the mall, and you've got to phone your parents before that
Yeah.
person abducts you.
No, not even.
what it
No,
sounds
it's
like.
not even that there's someone
No?
chasing you. It's just like the weird shit that goes on in the mall every day. It's so
Yeah.
basically
Listen, I love it. I love it.
you have to go in a circle around the board. And,
You got to visit all the stores, and you got to fucking go to
Go
the
through
food
this-
court.
And so you'll go through this around in a circle, and when you pass go, there's a water fountain that you're stealing coins out of, and so you got to steal 25 coins to fucking to make your phone call. But every time
So
you
is
pass
it mix
go,
of Monopoly and Mall Madness or whatever that
a
game
little
was?
bit, yeah. But so then every time you move,
Yeah.
you go past go. Before you pass go, boardwalk, we'll say, is the mall
Ooh.
phone. You got to
Okay.
pass the mall phone. And
But you
it's
got to
gonna-
land on it. You got to land on it.
No, you just gotta pass it, and
You
it's
just gotta
gonna
pass
ring.
it.
It's like "Don't Wake Daddy" or some shit, and it's gonna
And
ring.
then every once in a while, it'll say, what, pay $1,000 to use the mall phone or something?
No, it just rings at random like a mall phone does, and when you answer it, it could be like, you know, you might end
Well,
up.
that's what I
in
mean.
one
But
of
how
those-
do you have enough money? Like, what's the goal? Like, you just gotta have $1,000.
What is the goal?
No,
This
you
board
need
game is
20
very,
you
like,
got-
yeah.
You need 25
Yeah.
cents.
If
to
you just pick up coins at the fountain, the first person to roll the dice is the first person using the mall phone because they're the first person around the board. It's like
No, but what if he rolls a 2 and the next person rolls a 6?
yeah,
you
but it's just like
fucking
one of those
moron?
things where it's
Jesus.
like so you. Oh, hold on a sec. My generator just fucking died out.
This guy's never played a fucking board game in his life.
He's never had friends, and he lives in a van, and he lives on a generator. We know this.
No. But, no, you just
I mean,
go
I
around.
like the gimmick of a Don't Wake Daddy. Like, I want a giant figure in the middle of the screen, or the middle of the board. Like, what can you
It'll be
do?
a phone. It'll be a big mall phone, like a pay phone. And every time you pass the spot, that's like the don't, you know, it's kind of like a roulette, I guess you could say, but not. Like, when you go over that spot, you got to answer the phone. It's going to ring, and it's just going to be like, you know, go to the cafeteria or go to the Radio Shack and argue
Yeah.
with the manager. Missed 2 turns, you know? And then you don't get, and then you get your change, but then you miss turns, right? So that's how you can get passed or not.
But if you're answering the phone, okay,
Mm.
how does anyone else know what it is?
Like what's being said, it's allowed.
Yeah.
It's on speaker, I guess we'll say.
Oh, yeah, it must
For the
be.
sake of the-
I mean, because if it's
for the
like,
sake-
oh, I have to go back 2 turns, but you could easily cheat and just say like, oh, it says like, go ahead, go to the aquarium.
It says my mom's here. Yeah.
It says my mom's here. I win.
I win.
I'm too ugly to be raped. I get to go home now.
No, I guess it'll be loud enough for the whole family to hear it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, that's. I thought about this way too long.
I mean, I think you should think about it a lot more. This is a terrible board game. I'm out. I'm out.
Mike will be in if he ever comes as a generator.
I mean, if he fucking done fucking with his goddamn generator, yeah. He might never come back. He might be finally stabbed in the neck, as we've been predicting for years.
Maybe someone's stealing his generator again. Remember when that happened?
Yeah,
You could probably. No, I guess you probably can't hear us. That's too bad.
I think he is. I don't know. Oh,
Just come back,
shaking
just come back.
around the China's
Some
bag.
Camera shake.
Oh shit!
Oh.
That was a slam of a door.
that was a gunshot.
It's not a gunshot. It's closing the door.
Oh my god,
Please.
he's killed someone.
He killed the man that was fucking
No,
with
we're
his
good.
generator.
We're good. Just ran out of fuel.
Oh, good.
Fuel, like you just have
When
to
it
swap
goes out,
propane.
though- Yeah, I didn't though. I just left it off. I just wanted to check because anytime the generator just randomly goes off, I'm like, got fucking PTSD from the one time that guy was trying to steal it.
Yeah, we went
So
over it.
every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
it goes
we,
off, I spring right up to kick someone's ass. It's never anything, you know. It's just
get
runs
fucking
out.
hard as a rock and run outside.
Oh, dude, I'm not even high idle. I'm full idle when my generator's going.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
on
yeah.
high alert. I'm like ready to fucking sick my dog on somebody, you know.
Yep, acceptable.
All right. Well, I guess let's hear your pitch. Let's see your last.
Listen,
pitch
I
of
don't.
the evening.
We don't need another pitch. We're 15
I have one
fucking
more.
minutes in. Oh,
It's
my
a good
Lord.
one.
Do you have to though? Do you have to, RJ?
It concerns you.
Okay, let's hear it. You know, because
So-
I am, you know, self-centered. So let's hear it.
It concerns you that you're allegedly smoke-free right now. What we don't believe.
You don't believe that?
Well, I mean, you know, you might have like a couple months free, but you're gonna go back to them.
Nah.
And you-
nah,
okay.
Can suck my dick. I'll never
I'm
have
gonna,
another cigarette.
I'm gonna suck your fucking. I will
Put a
suck
me
that
off
overall
the
dick.
gosh on.
Until the
Suck my
day I die, you'll never see me smoking another cigarette. How about that?
Well,
Ooh.
you know, as someone, as you guys all know, I'm an environmentalist. You know that.
oh my lord.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. If I could punch you in the throat right now, I would. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I
This
may
guy's
drink the
environmentalist.
odd beer can and just throw them outside for fun because it's hilarious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
But
think
one of my-
half of your last job was littering, right? You got paid to litter most days.
I got paid to litter, of course. Yeah, I just threw everything outside. But one of my biggest pet peeves about smokers is, where does the cigarette
the
butt
butts.
go? The butt. The butt.
Dude.
I mean, over the last week,
I
I've
get
had a lot of cigarettes. on the balcony of like a person's house. You smoke the cigarette. You
Wait,
throw
you're
the butt
calling
outside.
me out and now you're smoking? What the fuck, RJ? You fucking cuck.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Calling me out.
yeah, where does the butt go? Where does the butt go? And maybe this is not my
Up your
idea.
ass.
Maybe
Up
this
your
is someone
ass.
else's idea that I just stole. But what about if the cigarette butt within the filter was a very delicious fragrance
Oh my God.
that
Can't
was
do it. It's kinda
irresistible to dogs and
Give it
cats
away.
and squirrels?
Oh my God. Oh, edible fragrance.
An edible
Yeah.
fragrance in every butt
Yeah.
that you could freely just
Wow.
throw them anywhere, and then everyone
eat
that's
them.
walking their dog,
Everyone's dogs would die. Yeah.
they clean up after.
But what
you.
if you took care of two birds with one stone and like you had it only attractable or like enticing to like rats or something?
Or
So
one
rats
like,
ate it. All the city
Everyone.
rats would eat it. And
Let-
die.
let's,
next
like, circle
level and
back
just
to
make it
bacon flavored.
biodegradable.
Bacon flavored.
Bacon
I
flavored
don't hate it.
and
don't
just
hate
like
I hate
it's
it. I hate the
biodegradable?
idea.
Why do you hate
It
this?
is.
Why would you hate if the
Well,
Well,
dog
he's
just
never
ate them all?
smoked a day in his life. He doesn't even
Don't-
know smoking is the best thing in the world.
It's the coolest
Okay,
thing you can
don't
do.
Make, no, you don't need to make something up so the fucking animals eat it.
Yeah, you do. Make
Yeah,
an
you do.
acorn flavor and all the squirrels
Make
would
it
get
fucking
it.
acorn and bacon flavored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The squirrels are just making their nests out of old cigarette butts because they think it stinks.
I don't hate it. I don't
No,
hate
I
it.
think
They're
well, just
vermin.
make 'em-
Get rid
just
of
make
them.
it biodegradable. They'll, that's the
Well, they
answer.
are, dude. They 100% are. They're cotton. They're fucking.
Just add a little
paper.
bacon. You know what? Like, as someone
Yeah,
that's smoking, I
100%.
wouldn't hate a little, like, bacon aroma as I'm smoking either.
Or what about if they there was something in them that once you smoked it, and if you put it
I
in
punch
the
you right in the fucking throat.
once you smoke it, and you put it on the earth, it makes a tree.
No, I don't want trees all over my
No,
back
no,
patio.
no. It's too much. Too much, bud.
No, I don't want trees all over the
I'm gonna
back
put
patio.
a seed in my cigarette.
I
not
want
put
fucking
seeds.
cigarettes. I want the fucking
Backyard
cigarettes to be
just
cleaned up by
full
the
of fucking
squirrels.
trees.
I actually really like it. It's like so horrible to think that that's what the world's come to. But I
Like
do
pigeons
like
with just like a belly full of fucking cigarettes and they die, and it's like whatever. Throw one pigeon out that's full of cigarettes versus
Yeah,
me
no,
having to clean
that's
up
it.
all those
Let 'em-
butts.
let them die.
But
Well,
then
it's
this-
kind of weird. Like it's a hypocritical stance because
Oh,
I
sure.
never. Well, I mean, I did my best to try and keep smoke
Nah.
off the street. I really, truly did.
Nah.
No, I did. I had pockets full of them. Name someone else that had fucking cigarettes in their pockets every day. Nobody, because they're not psychopaths that smell like cigarettes all the time. That's what I did. I didn't throw them on the ground. I put them in my pocket, unless I was like downtown and there was a sewer vent or whatever. And I just
Yeah.
who gave a shit, right? It's downtown. Let it fucking
Yeah.
burn. But I didn't throw my smokes on the ground. Well, now I'm out here and there's two guys. I don't see them out here because it's the middle of the day. But there's two guys that must sit out here. There's a white filter and a brown filter, and they sit there and they just smoke at the curb all fucking day, and they throw their butts behind my truck all fucking day, and they're just piling up back there, right?
Disgusting.
They're just piling up, and it's I'm gonna have to clean that up.
Yeah.
No one's actually gonna come and clean that. And it's like,
Right.
oh, was I that guy? And it's like, yeah, probably at some point. Definitely when I was a kid. I didn't put cigarette butts in my pocket till I was mid-20s probably. So for the first 10 years of smoking, I threw them on the ground,
Okay, so what if we combined ideas where I want to manufacture cigarettes that have a little bacon flavor in them that they're naturally eaten by dogs, and if the dogs die, that's their problem.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be eating cigarette butts. But
Not
in your
dogs,
case,
yeah.
if you had a little Banaka flavor of
Ooh.
bacon, and you could just go ahead and spray the butts and walk away, and now a little squirrel's gonna come
I'm in.
get them,
I'm 100%
a raccoon
in.
perhaps, eat that shit up.
I'm in so much that I'm willing to make that phase 1 of the Pray the Gay Away fucking trilogy or whatever we're working on here. Yeah. It's only
Beautiful.
called Pray the Gay Away for shock value.
I don't want to call my product that. I want to call it whatever's cigarette. I don't think it's a product. I think I have to pitch this to big tobacco, which
Butt
means
be
there's
gone,
big money.
butt be gone.
Yeah.
Big money.
Butt
Big
be
money.
gone.
Big
How
money.
about pray for gay?
I don't want to use the word
No,
pray
Pray the
or
Gay.
gay.
No, Pray the Gay Away is a separate product. This is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this should be called Butt be gone. Right? What's it doing? It's doing exactly that. RJ, you Googling it?
I don't want to Google
are you signing
butt
up for
or
Instagram
gay
and
or be
butt
gone. I don't want to
Butt
do
be
any of that. I don't want to blow up my own spot.
Blow it up.
Listen, Pray the Gay is a separate entity, but I do think that it has a fucking permanent role betwixt Butt Be Gone and whatever the other one was that we were talking about. Oh yeah, the other actually gay one where everyone smells like ass and pussy and stuff or whatever it was. You know? Signature scents. For how much of a pregnant whore you are.
How pregnant are you? Am I going to get any action? Am I going to poke anyone's eye out with tonight's hookup?
There's a moment there when I was laughing earlier where I thought I was going to die, but also it gave me this like Artie Lang, Norm Macdonald vibe. Which is like, pregnant whore. Like, I don't know. There's something about it. Like, it's a fucking pregnant whore.
It's the pregnant whore that bit my nose off.
Yeah.
Okay, I think with that we should wrap up this edition of like Michael Fagans.
I'm glad you finished on that, RJ.
I mean, there's several great ideas here tonight. Like one of us will definitely go to market with all, if not all of them. I think they're all fucking great.
Yeah, you'll never.
Maybe not that board game. That board game was a trash game. No one wants that.
It was garbage, you know. By the end of it, I'd rather be upside down in a harness.
Yeah, I'd rather be against my will in a harness than play that fucking board game. But
before we go,
sure.
I just gotta say your brother made a hilarious joke on our Facebook. When I gotta give you a shout out because it made me laugh for like 5 days after. When I was like, I'm stealing this idea. You're a loser. I'm stealing this idea now because you're giving me shit. You're like, are you fucking kidding me, man? I'm upside down in a hard. I'm wearing a dude right now, or whatever you said. You're like, are you kidding me, bud? I'm wearing a dude right now. You know.
Yeah,
and I know
that,
it's like
you had the same idea. Fart Stack Industries had the same idea going. It was in like prototype, and
I wouldn't have stole it if you didn't accuse me of stealing it. That's the moral of the story. I wasn't gonna steal it.
I wouldn't have stabbed you if you didn't stab me first.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I can't blame you for trying. You know, it's one of those like.
Yep. Yeah. No, that joke made me like just the thought of that, like the exchange, and then you're like, I'm like, dude, first to market. You're like, dude, I'm wearing a man right now. You know, like first to market, like I'm actively using this product.
My product is on the market in my mouth.
Oh, well, okay, with that, let's wrap this little fucker up. Thank you, Bike Thieves, for the intro. You guys are awesome. There's an outro that also comes up right after this with more Bike Thieves. Their album's out on Stomp Records. They're cool guys. You guys have any last words?
Pray the gay way.
Pray the gay way?
I will.
Okay.
Suck me off, Bagosh. Watch out. It's coming.
Watch out. Definitely watch out would be.
Yeah, definitely watch out.
Definitely fucking watch out.
Yeah, with my lovers.
This guy's walking into the airport or something. What the fuck was that all about?
Yeah, why would anyone be using that in an airport?
You know? Let's get out of here.
Hey, goodbye.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again, everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.